Hey guys, welcome to another edition of 89 Bat Reviews. This one is going to be a little different from my normal setup. Normally I would take you guys into Wayne Manor along with the Bat Cave and everything else, but I'm changing it up just a little bit. So as you can see, I got some packages in. I've been wanting to share this with you guys for a while now. I've had some of this stuff for at least a week to 2 weeks. It has taken a little while for stuff to come in due to the whole coronavirus and everything, but it's all finally here, and let's just jump right into the review. I'm going to move some of this stuff off to the side, and we will get to it as we get to it. First, I'm going to start off with this box here. As always, stuff comes nicely packaged, bubble wrapped, everything. This here will complete my 89 Vault weapon display, so I'm very happy with this. It came nicely bubble wrapped, along with more bubble wrap. So what we have here that you don't really see much throughout the film, actually you don't see it at all, really, is the 89 Trank Dart. And I know it was made. If you go and watch some of the behind the scenes making documentaries of 89 Batman, you'll see that they did make this. It is seen in the Bat Vault when Alfred is restocking the vault. It is on the bottom right corner. But it looks like this. Nothing really too fancy. It's probably why it was never really used in the movie. But this is what it looks like. I'm thinking that it was used, however, we just did not see it. When Batman brings Vicky to the Batcave, I believe that he uses the tranquilizer on her before bringing her back to her hotel room. Because if you think about it, when she wakes up the next morning, she's very drowsy, like she's coming off of like an anesthesia. So I'm thinking he tranquilized her, took the film, and then dropped her back off at her apartment. And if you listen to her when she's talking, you know, she sounds still kind of out of it, drowsy. So it makes sense to me. Anyway, this here is the Trank Dart. Moving along, this here is the 89 Batman Tracker. You don't see this in the movie either. It was in the Bat Vault on the bottom left corner. Very nicely done. And that is it for that box. Like I say, I'm moving along kind of quickly because I don't want this video to be too long. If you guys have any questions about these items, feel free to leave a comment and I'll answer them as best as I possibly can. But this here will complete the 89 Bat Vault weapons display. As always, at the end of this video, I will show a picture of everything. And then eventually I might do a review where I talk about each individual item, you know, like the smoke pellets, the tracker, the Trank Dart, the 89 gauntlet, the Batarang, I mean everything. I mean there's a lot of stuff there to really talk about. Okay, let's move along. Here's our next item. once again, very well packaged. Okay, and as you can see here, what I have is an 89 buckle. On top of that, it is a functional buckle. Okay. Very nice. It's 3D printed. Very nice material. I mean, it's thick. So, basically what I'm doing is I'm creating a 3D belt. That way my belt will be hard instead of urethane. It's going to be a project, so like I say, all that I have right now are pieces. I am liking this buckle though. It is very nicely done. And you got two little prongs right here that open it instead of this, you know, it would look like this button right here would open it, but it's not. You have a slit right here and a slit right here, and you have these two prongs that when they slide in, they clip here and here, so you open it there. Other than that though, it's still a working buckle, so I'm cool with that. We also have the pods. And then here, of course, we have all the belt pieces. Now, when I had this belt 3D printed, I had it printed within my waist size. Actually, I went a little bit bigger just to give me a little bit of playroom because, as you all know, 3D printing is not very flexible. So like I say, it's going to be a project putting the belt together. I may reinforce it here and there with some different products. But it comes, you know, in belted sections. And no, it is not flexible at all. I cannot bend this, so. But it is well made. Like I say, I may put some metal backing or something along the back here to kind of reinforce it. So like I say, I'm going to play with it, but here are all the pieces. Just making sure there's no other pieces within that box. So yeah, basically, you know, it will start to go around the waist, like so, just all the way around. This here we'll have to glue to certain areas. Like I say, I'll just have to play with it and put it together. But that'll be a whole nother video. But as you can see, it just kind of, I see there's slots right here that it just slides into. Right here is, okay, right here is where this goes. Like so. So just for a quick demonstration, we'll see if we can just pop this thing together really quick to give you guys kind of an idea. And then the pods will be, you know, they get put on, they clip on. But first I'm gonna get the belt kind of together before I do that. Okay, so this is the dimension that I had it printed. Yeah, as you can see it already. So basically what I might do is leave the back undone to where I can clip it in the back still. Like I say, I'm gonna have to play with it to figure it all out on how I want it constructed and done. But it will fit, I can already tell. And like I say, I will do another video on this belt as soon as I get it all together. But right now I'm just kind of trying it on myself really quick. Oh yeah, fits perfectly all the way around. I got a little bit of wiggle room, so that makes it good because I didn't want it to be too tight to where it would mess up or, you know, have a chance of it breaking. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is, what I'm thinking about doing is I'm gonna glue that together really nice. I'll glue this together really nice. I'll put some metal banding along here just to reinforce. We'll glue this in, so it will basically be glued in like so. And then the back, I'm probably going to leave this undone to where I can just have that flexibility that I need to put this around my waist and clamp this back in. Like I say, I don't know yet how I'm going to construct the belt, but it is doable. And then you'll have a hard belt, like in the movie. So it's just something that's going to have to be played with. I do have a little bit of an extra piece here to add somewhere to give myself a little bit of more playroom. I may even try to get some elastic to match this color to give myself maybe a little bit more stretch in the back, possibly. Like I say, I don't know yet. I'm gonna have to play with it. But it's a cheap way to get a functional 89 belt. I think I paid $100 altogether for this. And you get your pods, you get all of this. So yeah, you just take a measurement of your waist. Give yourself a little bit of playroom because, like I said, this is 3D printed. It is not flexible. So if you were to actually, you know, try to flex this, it would crack, it would break. Okay, it's plastic. Okay, it's a hard plastic. Just keep that in mind when you're putting it together, that you're putting it together for a belt. So like I say, it's going to be an experiment. I'm going to play with it. I do have a urethane 89 belt, so I mean, I wanted two options. I wanted a functional buckle, but I didn't want to pay $300 for one. Okay, so I mean, $100 for all of this, I can make it work, and I think it'll look good. Like I say, this will be another project in the future that we will follow up on later. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this back up. Okay, now we're going to move on to this next part. When I first got my armor from Paul over at Artsy1, all I got was the torso, the legs, and the knees. I did not have forearms and calves. And I told him, you know, I would like to do the forearms and the calves, but at the time, I guess he just didn't have it available. So what I did was I used a EVA foam and covered it in latex and just kind of made my own for the time being until I was able to get a hold of Paul, and we worked something out where he made me some latex forearms and calves for my 89 suit, and here they are. So what I'll be doing is I'll just be gluing these right on top of my EVA foam, because I'm not going to try to take those off of the suit because I glued them on pretty good. So I would be taking a chance of ripping the suit trying to get those off. So I'll just glue these right on top. It's taped up really good. Lots of tape. Very well protected, that's for sure. And like I say, these they're nothing fancy, guys. You know, they're just latex pieces for the 89 suit, accessory pieces, so to say. There they are. All right. There's those and these. Now, one thing I will say is that when you first get these from Paul, if you order them from his website, he's going to have these as calves, and then he's going to have smaller ones for the forearms. Or I could be backwards on that. He may have these for the forearms and smaller ones for the calves. However, when I called him and talked to him, well, I didn't call him. I emailed him, and we chatted about it for a while, that I wanted the forearms and the calves to be the same size. And he said no problem, he could do that. We just do a special order, and so that's what he did for me. Okay, so basically, you know, this will glue on the suit like so, and then your glove goes on top of it, and you're going to have about, you know, about that much of the armor poking out of the glove, right? Same thing for the calf. It's just, you know, going to go on, and then you're going to have about that much or so popping out of the boot. So, nicely made, very thick, very nicely done. Very pleased with that. That will complete the 89 suit, where everything will be latex. There won't be any foam products on it. And guys, that's basically it. Like I say, I wanted to rush through this. I'm sorry. I got things to do today, but I did want to share all this stuff with you guys. And we will be doing more later down the line. Any questions, leave me a comment, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.